second appetizer. This one's a lot easier to make than the first. We don't have to bake, we don't have to roll. It's a recipe that has some interesting flavors, textures. I don't think most people would make it, but I can see it being served in a higher end restaurant because these flavors are very interesting and the texture is interesting as well. So as we did with the first thing I'm going to do is show you what you're going to need. Chili peppers. I've gone to 3 grocery stores in the city. I couldn't find them, so I substituted. Now, if you're looking at heat, so there's a scale called Scoville's scale unit, which is for measuring the heat of peppers, chili peppers. Well, Fresno and jalapeno are about the same heat, so a jalapeno pepper would be a good substitute. I was at Copa's. They suggested something called an Italian long hot chili pepper. Well, it's not hot. It's about 1/10 the heat of a jalapeno or a Fresno. But that's the one I used, and I think you'll see in the recipe it's green as opposed to the red Fresno pepper. But it worked out, gave it a good flavor. But good luck trying to find the Fresno pepper.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Show you some of the things that you're going to need. Small mixing bowls if you want to do some pre-mixing, measuring spoons, measuring cup, this is a 1/4 cup, knife, juicer, a grater, microplane if you don't have a grater or vice versa. And then we begin. I've already pre-mixed a bunch of things, but I just wanted to show you what we do with the butternut squash. What we want to do, and I've done most of it already, you take your grater and you just grate up or down. You get a slice maybe a 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick, and you just keep doing that. And that's it. You do, well, I would say maybe half of this. They say 9 ounces. But it doesn't really matter. You make as much as you need. It called for garlic, and if you haven't peeled a garlic before, garlic clove, this is what it is. Sometimes they're hard to peel. The simple trick is you take a heavy knife, you press down, you break it up, it then becomes very simple to peel after that. So what we do is we take, and I've already mixed the oil and the salt. Put it there. I've got the orange zest. It said 2 tablespoons. It's hard to know if it's compacted or not, but it's basically the zest from one fairly large orange. 5 tablespoons of orange juice. This is the garlic. Normally, when I'm grating garlic, I'll use a little extra, but I had 2 large cloves of garlic, so that I didn't lose much in the grater. Mix that all in. I've chopped up the pepper, chili pepper, put that in. And we need a whisk or fork. You want to stir all that up. This actually looks pretty. We take our butternut squash, we throw it in, we squish it around, make sure it's all covered. And we're going to probably put it in the fridge. I would, every maybe half an hour, I'd give it a stir, give it a mix. It suggests marinating it for 30 minutes to an hour. I would give it even longer than that. I even left it in the fridge overnight, and I think it got even better. So when you're serving it, it calls for unsalted pumpkin seeds. That's what they look like. A lot of places carry them. After it's all marinated, I would just throw it on top, serve it. But I could see serving it on a plate at a fancy restaurant, you know, something like that, with some sauce maybe, and that's it. Very simple, quite tasty. The rawness is sort of interesting. So that's the second appetizer. Bon appetit.